Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for economy and business for August month. The session will be quite interesting and important, students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first question is, identify the identity that signed a memorandum of understanding with NSE International Financial Service Center Limited and Alternate Capital Association. So identify that identity. It is ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This MOU is to promote investor education, global investment awareness and professional development in India's capital market. Next, where did Google has announced to establish 1 gigawatt of data center and its supporting infrastructure worth $6 billion in India, becoming the first such data center in India. It will be in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, and it is considered to be the Asia's largest data center. Next, in August, Dash successfully completed the issuance of unlisted non-convertible debentures in India's airport sector, raising the total to 9,000 crore rupees. It is Bangalore International Airport Limited. The funds raised through the issuance of the non-convertible debentures will be used to refinance the existing debt and support the future infrastructure expansion. And here, a total of 9,000 crore rupees has been raised. Next, identify the organization that signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Association of Gold Excellence and Standards to implement a robust accreditation framework for value chain partners in the gold industry. So, identify that organization. It is ICAI, in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And here, this is to implement a robust accreditation framework for the value chain partners in the gold industry, which currently includes an estimated of 6 lakh partners across India. Next, the Indian Business Confidence Index has surged to what? It surged to 149.4 in the first quarter of FY26 according to the Business Expectation Survey released by the National Council of Applied Economic Research in the August 2025. Next, mention the company that signed a memorandum of understanding with Federation of Indian Export Organization to enhance e-commerce export potential of MSMEs in India. It is Amazon India. This collaboration will establish a dedicated e-commerce export task force to create a policy and infrastructure roadmap that will enable the seller readiness and increase awareness about e-commerce export opportunities. Next, what is the real GDP growth projection for India for calendar year 25 as announced by Goldman Sachs Group's Incorporation in August 2025? So it is projected to grow by 6.5%. Earlier, or one more thing, for calendar year 26, its projection is 6.4%. Next, where will Bharat Earth Movers Limited manufacture the country's premium Vande Bharat, Amrit Bharat and Metro Rail coaches as announced by the state's Chief Minister in August 2025. So it will be in Madhya Pradesh, right? And Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, he announced this announcement, correct? And he's the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Next, identify the company that has signed a teaming agreement with German firm High Performance Space Structure Systems GmbH to co-develop and supply deployable antenna reflector subsystems for advanced satellite applications in India. So identify that company. It is Paras Defense and Space Technologies Limited. This agreement has been signed between the two entities for initial term of 2 years with possibility for further expansion. Also, this strategic partnership marks a major step in India's journey towards self-reliance in space technologies that aligns with Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision and also Make in India initiative. Next, mention the entity that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector. It is what? It is your Numaligarh Refinery Limited. Take a note of this. This collaboration aims to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector to deliver secure, ultra-reliable and real-time industrial connectivity. Next, mention the name of the country from which Bharat Earth Movers Limited secured the first overseas rail and metro contract worth $1 million for retrofitting and reconditioning their mass rapid transit system. It is Malaysia. Next, mention the company that partnered with French satellite service provider Eutelsat to deliver OneWeb low Earth orbit satellite connectivity across India. It is Nelco Limited. Next, identify the company that in partnership with L&T announced a strategic collaboration with the government of Andhra Pradesh and industry partners to develop India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Which is it? It is LTI Mindtree. Take a note of this, India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Next, what was India's retail inflation in July measured by CPI as per the Consumer Price Index for rural urban combined for month of July released by NSO, National Statistics Office. So, what was the India's retail inflation? It was 1.55%. Next, identify the company that signed an agreement with Suzlon Energy Limited for the development of 700 megawatt wind energy project in Anandpur district of Andhra Pradesh. It is Tata Power Renewable Energy Limited. Even Tata Advanced Systems Limited, students remember, they are setting up a semiconductor manufacturing fabrication unit that is in Dholera. Dholera is in Gujarat. Next, mention the company that became the first Indian company to join International Council on Mining and Metals in the month of August. It is Hindustan Zinc Limited, right? And this marks the first new member since the Boliden Swedish company joined in 2021. Next is which company has signed a non-binding heads of agreement with POSCO Group to jointly explore setting up a 6 million tons per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. I repeat, recently which company signed this non-binding heads of agreement? It was signed by JSW Steel Limited. Take a note of this, and it is to jointly explore setting up a 6 million ton per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. Next, the SEBI extended the timeline for the implementation of a framework related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository systems to what? To 10th of October 2025. And here remember, this framework is related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository system, and it is from 10th of October 2025. Instead of their initial deadline that was 1st of September, that was changed to 10th of October. Next, India's credit rating agency ICRA Limited projected India's GDP to grow in the first quarter to what? It is 6.7%. Next, mention the name of the airline company with which Indian Oil Corporation Limited signed a memorandum of understanding for the supply of sustainable aviation fuel. It is with Air India. And here this development came after the IOCL. It became the first Indian oil company to get the International Sustainability and Carbon Certification, right? Take a note of this. Next, which company became the first Indian company from the energy sector to join the Renewable Energy 100 initiative, taking a major step in the clean energy? It is the Suzlon Group, right? And this RE100 initiative, right? It is a global platform that brings together leading businesses committed to running entirely on the renewable electricity. Next, according to the report released by which of the following in August 2025, the Indian economy may have recorded a growth rate of around 6.8 to 7% in the first quarter from April to June of FY26. So according to the report, which of the following Indian economy? It is SBI Research. Correct? Next, identify the company that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Japanese company Mitsui OSK Lines Limited, right, to that is Trade Walls Incorporation to strengthen the cooperation in automobile trade between India and Africa. It is Suzuki Motor Corporation, right? And this MOU, it was signed during the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development that was held in Yokohama, Japan. And this MOU will focus on identifying the existing challenges in the automobile trade operations between India and Africa. Also, here various potential solutions will be explored that will include digitization and promoting decarbonization. Next, mention the finance company that sanctioned a term loan of 199.7 crore rupees to Surat Integrated Transport Development Corporation Limited for developing India's first international standard multimodal transport hub in Surat, Gujarat. So mention that finance company. It is Indian Railway Finance Corporation, IRFC. That is India's first international standard multimodal transport hub, and it is located where? In Surat, Gujarat. Next, to develop Dash Engineers India Limited, they have signed an MOU with National Power Corporation of India Limited in August. So it is to develop Bharat small modular reactors, right? These are small nuclear reactors, and as per the MOU, EIL Engineers India Limited will provide the engineering service requirement for the development of these small modular reactors, that is your Bharat small modular reactors. Next, according to August 2025 issue of EY Economic Watch released by Ernst and Young in August, India could become the world's second largest economy in terms of the purchasing power parity by which year? This will happen by the year 2038. So that's all for the day, students. Now it's time for the revision part. Name the indigenously developed automatic train protection system commissioned by the Indian Railways on the Mathura-Kota section of the Delhi-Mumbai corridor in July as a part of the railway safety modernization. So, which is that automatic train protection system that was launched? That is Kavach 4.0. That is the fourth version of this was launched. This will receive formal approval from Research, Design and Standard Organization, that is RDSO, in July, right? And with this, we will be seeing there will be a national rollout within the next 6 years of this program. And with this, the train safety will be enhancing. The train collisions will be reduced and it will enhance the railway infrastructure. Next, the Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved an additional outlay of how much amount for the central sector scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, during the 15th Finance Commission cycle for 2021 to 2026. It is 1920 crore rupees. Take a note of this, right? And we are talking about the 15th Finance Commission cycle here, right? That is from 21-22 to 25-26 here. Also take a note of this. Here focus will be on various projects that will be enhancing the food security, right, as well as the food value chain. Cold storages will be focused here. Next, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved 4 multi-tracking projects under the Ministry of Railways at an estimated cost of 11,169 crore rupees. Which of the following state is not among the 6 covered under these projects? Which is it? It is Uttar Pradesh, that is UP. Take a note of this. Next is mention the name of the nationwide 100-day campaign launched by the Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority in July for the shareholders to provide knowledge about claiming the unclaimed dividends. It is Saksham Niveshak, right? To claim the unclaimed dividends here, this Saksham Niveshak, this is a 100-day nationwide campaign that was launched from 28th of July till 6th of November 2025. Next, where was India's first indigenously built 1 megawatt green hydrogen power plant inaugurated by Union Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways Sarbandana Sonowal on 31st of July. So, where was this inaugurated? It was in Gujarat, right? And the project was executed with engineering support from L&T Limited, that is based in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And this is the first of its kind green hydrogen facility installed at an Indian port and forms a part of a 10 megawatt project under National Green Hydrogen Mission. Next, mention the organization that launched the AI-powered initiative titled AI-powered context-specific Agromet Advisory Service for Climate Resilient Agriculture at Scale. This was during an Inception workshop held in July at Hyderabad. So, mention that organization. It is International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics. Next, name the mission launched by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs in August through regional process labs in Dehradun and Bhubaneswar to build a network of tribal grassroots functionaries across India. So, name that mission. It is Adi Karam Yogi Abhiyan. This initiative aims to create a vibrant network of 20 lakh tribal grassroots functionaries and village level change leaders covering 1 lakh tribal dominated villages. Next, India's first ever grassland bird census released by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in July was conducted in which national park? It was in the Kaziranga National Park, right? And this census was from 18th of March till 25th of May, right? And various technologies was used here to monitor the grassland bird species. Next, identify the port that became the first in India to produce green hydrogen and achieve over 1 megawatt of rooftop solar power generation as announced during the Green Ports and Shipping Chartering Sustainable Maritime Future Conference in August 2025. Which is it? It is your VO Chidambranar port, right? Where is this port located? It is located in Tamil Nadu and it became the first Indian port to successfully produce green hydrogen and achieve 1 megawatt of rooftop solar power generation. Moving on. Next is mark the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Varanasi, UP. If we look at the options here, option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. B is saying Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated 37 rural drinking water schemes under Jal Jeevan Mission along with purification projects at Ramkund, Mandakini and Shankuldhara Kunds. So is it correct here? So no, this option B is wrong here, and here the right option will be, or the focus will be, it is not 37 rural drinking water schemes but 47 rural drinking water schemes that were inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and they were under Jal Jeevan Mission. Now option B is right. Next, where was Maitri 1 initiative, that is a 750-acre theme-based forest project jointly launched by the Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change Bhupendra Yadav ji and Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs in August. So where was this Maitri 1 initiative? It was in Gurugram, Haryana. The focus was on conserving the Aravali Hill range, right? And this Maitri 1, this means mother's forest. It will be basically focusing on the ecological conservation and sustainable development and will contribute to the biodiversity in the Aravali areas. Also, One Mahotsav, that is a tree planting festival, that is a flagship initiative of the Government of India, was also celebrated here from 1st to 7th of July. Moving on. In August, Government of India, they registered a multi-state Sahakari Taxi Cooperative Limited, a consortium of 8 cooperative organizations to launch a taxi service under the brand name Bharat. Question is, which one of the following cooperatives is not a part of this consortium? So among the following here, National Cooperative Housing Federation of India is not a part of this consortium. Rest all are the part of this consortium. Next, identify the organization that in collaboration with the Ministry of Ayush has recently released a comprehensive list of Ayurvedic food items under the Ayurveda Ahara category in August. So, identify the organization. It is your Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, that is FSSAI. Next is in July, Maharashtra's Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis inaugurated India's first AI-powered dash in Vadhanma village in Nagpur, Maharashtra under Mission Bal Bharari. So which is it? It is your Anganwadi Center. The center was launched under Mission Bal Bharari to introduce advanced digital tools that will strengthen the early childhood education in the rural areas. Next, under which mission did the Ministry of Mines recognize 7 institutes including 4 Indian Institutes of Technologies and 3 research and development labs as the center of excellence? So under which mission it was? It was under the National Critical Minerals Mission. Next, which state government has launched the Annadata Sukhi Bhava Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman, that is PM Kisan scheme? Then this is the full form here. You need to remember the full form. If you haven't noted, take a note of it, right? If we talk about which state government launched this Kisan scheme to provide annual financial assistance to the farmers, so it is Andhra Pradesh. So which state government? Andhra Pradesh state government. And eligible farmers here will be receiving 7,000 rupees in the first tranche. Next, which of the following program is not among the 4 development projects launched in the first phase of the India-UN Global Capacity Building Initiative in August to achieve sustainable development goals for 9 partner countries? It is renewable energy development and grid management. Next, which Indian state became the first to empanel sign language experts under Juvenile Justice Act of 2015 as announced on 4th of August? So, which is that state and it became the first state to do so? It is Punjab. Take a note of this, important. Next is name the organization that organized the first ever BIMSTEC Traditional Music Festival inaugurated by Union Minister of External Affairs Dr. S. Jaishankar. So, which is that organization that organized this first ever BIMSTEC Traditional Music Festival? It was organized by the Indian Council for Cultural Relation. And this event was held under the theme Saptasur, 7 nations, 1 melody. Because in BIMSTEC there are 7 major nations. Next is in August, during the inaugural TN Rising Investors Conclave held in Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu government received the single largest commitment from the Dash, that is from the Sakshi Group, which plans to establish an ammunition and propellant unit in Tuticorin with an investment of 5,000 crore rupees. Next, name the first common central secretariat building inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in August to streamline administrative processes under Central Vista Redevelopment Project. It is Kartavya Bhavan 03. The project is a part of Central Vista Redevelopment Project, which encompasses the construction of the new Parliament building and the Vice President's enclave. Next, name the AI-powered learning application that was launched by the Indian Institute of Technology, Palakkad in Kerala as India's first AI-based educational app for aspirants of JEE, NEET and CAT exams in August. So, name that AI-powered learning application. It is Tutos. Next is in August, India conducted the first ever bilateral maritime cooperative activity naval exercise with whom? It was with Philippines in the South China Sea to strengthen the maritime interoperability and improve the operational coordination. So take a note of this, students, right? And in this, from Indian side, INS Mysore, INS Shakti and INS Kiltan, they took part here, right? Next, mark the correct statement regarding the base year revision proposals announced by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation on 6th of August. If we look at the options here, option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. It is saying that the base year for the index of industrial production is proposed to be revised to 23-24. Is it correct? So it has been not 23-24 but 22-23. Now option B is also right. Next, which state launched the heat resilient Mudadi project to mitigate rising temperatures due to extreme heat waves? It is which state has launched this? Launched by Kerala. And this is Kerala's first comprehensive heat action plan by the local self-government body, the aim of which is to regulate the local temperatures and reduce the impact of climate change in those areas.